under the nose.
I think he does suspect something, Peter. He's behaving really oddly. I sort of thought he'd been following me or something.
Look, if you're worried about him finding out, you better get hold of good old Steve. He's made an appointment to see Paul this morning about his ears. He'll probably blurt out the whole thing.
We can't have that. You've got to call him.
Ear problem. He can't use his mobile.
I'll have to go to the surgery. You are wonderful.
Swine.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm fine. I mean, I've been better, but I'm fine.
Doesn't help being drunk, perhaps?
No, I'm not drunk. I'm completely sober.
Right.
Well, can I have my car keys?
Well, don't worry. You'll get your keys.
Well, can I have them now?
Friends don't let friends drive.
What?
Paul. Hi.
Peter.
You two know each other.
Yes, we do. We do. Although I haven't seen Peter for years. How are you?
A lot has happened in my life, Paul.
Yeah, I bet.
Paul's thinking of coming to the meeting.
Am I?
I think that's why he found himself here.
Ah, I see.
No, all I want is my car keys.
Well, you don't want to come in with us? Isn't there anything you want to get off your chest?
Well, I don't see there's any point in my attending an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting.
Why is that, Paul?
Because I'm not an alcoholic.
Right.
Sure.
Sometimes, Paul, it's really hard to face up to things in yourself. We rather lost touch. I was going through what I went through. Sometimes it was like being in a room, a big, dark room. Sometimes things went very fast. Sometimes they flattened out like a plate.
You're an alcoholic.
I am.
And he's an alcoholic. And you both think that I... Well, why not?
Say it.
Say it.
I am an alcoholic.
I'm glad you had the courage to say that, Paul.
Hi, Lisa. Is she in? Okay.
Well, what's made you late today? Paul lost his trousers?
I'm really sorry, Gwendolen, but I'm trying to organise this reunion thing for him because he's falling to bits, really, and I don't know what to do to help him, and I've got to go to the surgery.
You'll be cutting up his food for him next. Look, we have a presentation here at 3. You're leading it.
I know. I'll be here at 3.
My name is Peter, and I'm an alcoholic.
Fair enough.
I'm not really functioning very well at the moment. I'm feeling very flat. Some weeks ago, I met a woman in a bar and went home with her. She was wearing a thong.
Indeed.
And later, another woman arrived, and she seemed to be a friend of this woman's. And she had this hose. And we, made love, which made me feel confused. Later on, a man arrived in a cloak. And he had a whip, which made me feel even more confused, I suppose. And there was someone there with another hose. It was a bigger hose than the first hose. Although that was still in evidence. Thank you.
Where's Dan?
Urgent meeting running late.
He's acting so weird lately.
What kind of weird?
Hi. Urgent meeting running late. Text message from Sweden. What up?
Okay, Laura and I have been talking.
And?
Oh, you say it, Laura.
We don't think it's going anywhere. Rory, Lucy's very fond of you,
Can't speak for herself.
but it doesn't seem right. And Dan, you and me, well, all seems a horrible mess somehow. I'm sorry. It's over. For all of us.
Do you two always do everything together?
Yes.
Yeah?
So that's it. You're not going to talk about it. You're just going to walk out like that. That's it.
I'm afraid we are. It's all my fault, really. I'm sorry.
Thanks a lot.
This is my fault.
Oh, I don't know.
There are girls on every corner, my brother. Gonna be in your neck of the woods today.
Why?
There's money in poverty.
Paul, would you like to share?
Okay. Okay. My name is Paul, and I am not an alcoholic. I mean, I plan on being one in the very near future. I don't know if that qualifies me to be at this meeting, but it does seem to be the only way out of the situation that I'm in. I plan on drinking a hell of a lot very soon. My wife, I can't believe I'm telling you this, but the fact is my wife is also not an alcoholic, as far as I can tell. But, you know, you never know how to spot one these days, do you? I mean, they're everywhere, really. They're pretending to drink mineral water, and they're off around the back having a crafty belt of the old vodka. Well, I don't need to tell you lot that, obviously, because presumably you're no strangers to the well-camouflaged hip flask, and the large Macallans on your cornflakes in the morning. Not that there's anything so terribly wrong with that. I mean, Peter and I, we used to knock back a few in the old days. He never used to make a fuss about it then. Although, obviously, now he goes on about it all the time. Not that there's anything wrong with going on about it. I mean, I have been rat-assed in my time. I was hammered for 3 days straight when I found out about Sue Drake. Sue Drake. But that was before I got married, obviously. I've been happily married now for 20 years. And my wife has just gone back to work. My kids are growing up and growing away from me.